Welcome to this lesson on distance versus displacement. This is part of our motion series where we explore fundamental concepts in physics. Today, we'll understand the key difference between the total path traveled by an object and its change in position. These two concepts may sound similar, but they describe motion in very different ways. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to distinguish between path and position change with confidence. Let's start with distance. Distance is defined as the total length of the path traveled by an object. Imagine walking along a winding road. Distance measures every meter you walk, regardless of which direction you go. Distance is a scalar quantity, which means it only has magnitude and no direction. It's always a positive value because you can't travel a negative distance. Most importantly, distance depends on the actual path you take. If you take a longer route, your distance increases. Now let's talk about displacement. Displacement is the shortest straight-line distance from your initial position to your final position. Unlike distance, displacement is a vector quantity, meaning it has both magnitude and direction. Displacement can be positive, negative, or even zero. For example, if you return to your starting point, your displacement is zero even though you traveled some distance. The key point is that displacement is completely independent of the path taken. It only cares about where you started and where you ended. Here's a visual comparison to make things clearer. Imagine an object moving from a start point to an end point along a curved path. The distance is represented by the curved line, showing the entire path the object followed. The displacement, on the other hand, is shown as a straight arrow connecting the start and end points directly. Notice how the displacement is always shorter than or equal to the distance. The curved path represents what actually happened during the motion, while the straight line shows the net change in position. Let's summarize the key differences between distance and displacement. First, distance is a scalar with no direction, while displacement is a vector with direction. Second, distance is always greater than or equal to zero, but displacement can be positive, negative, or zero. Third, distance depends on the path taken, whereas displacement is path independent. Finally, distance represents the total journey length, while displacement represents the net position change. Understanding these differences is crucial for solving physics problems correctly. Let's work through a simple example. Suppose you walk 3 meters east, then turn and walk 4 meters north. To find the distance, we simply add all the segments of the path. 3 meters plus 4 meters equals 7 meters total. For displacement, we need the straight line distance from start to finish. Using the Pythagorean theorem, the displacement is 5 meters in the northeast direction. Notice how the distance of 7 meters is greater than the displacement of 5 meters. This happens whenever the path is not a straight line. Here's another important example. Imagine you run 10 meters forward, then turn around and run 10 meters back to your starting point. What's the distance? We add both parts of the journey. 10 meters plus 10 meters equals 20 meters. But what about displacement? Since you ended up exactly where you started, your displacement is 0 meters. This perfectly illustrates why distance and displacement are different. You traveled a total of 20 meters, but your position didn't change at all. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways. First, distance equals the total path length and is always positive. Second, displacement equals the straight line change in position. Third, and this is critical, displacement is always less than or equal to distance. You can never have a displacement greater than the distance traveled. Finally, if you start and end at the same point, your displacement will always be zero, regardless of how far you traveled. Master these concepts, and you'll have a solid foundation for understanding motion in physics.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.